Right, so hey everyone and welcome back to another budget photography video. So ND filters, neutral density filter. So for a lot of photographers and cinematographers, ND filters are vital because they stop the amount of light going into the lens and sensor. So I have done a previous video on ND filters, the Gobe one. Today I want to do something a little bit smaller. Today I'm going to do the ones from Neewer, and they're pretty good. They have their flaws, but they are pretty good. So Neewer is a photography company, and they are known within the photography and cinematography industry for producing okay quality stuff at a really reasonable price. And photographers and cinematographers like that. These ones in particular that I will show in a second over here in the UK cost about £15. You get a 2-stop, a 4-stop, an 8-stop and a 16-stop, which is pretty dark, 16 stops of light. So the filters themselves are for a 58mm lens. Now when I say 58mm, that to you might mean actually nothing, but if you know what I mean, you will know, and I will show you what I mean. So here's the 5D Mark II. Let's get rid of the body, and we want the lens, because this is where filters go. So here's my lens, it's actually really dirty, haven't cleaned it. And on the front of the lens, just here, if I zoom in, it should focus, just here, you should be able to see a number of 77mm. And what that means is the fact that this will fit a 77mm filter frame. So now that you can see the comparison of 58mm on this lens and 77mm on this lens, which is quite a big difference because this is quite wide. I mean, they're both about the same, the bar 4 or 5mm, but that's a full frame f4 continuous lens. This is an 18 to 55 f3, f4, f5, f5, 6 it is, it says it right on the front. Now, a literal ND filter, if I put this on the front of my lens, just like that, you can't see me, you can't. So this one in particular is 16 stops, quite a dark filter, and you can see how nicely lit I am. I'm using a 1/60th of a shutter at an f4 with an ISO of about 400. And if I get the ND filter and just place it in front, you can't really see me. And you can see that I'm here, hello, but it's really dark. So that's exactly what an ND filter does. They stop the light. So what are these ones like? I mean, as I said, they have their flaws, but in general, they're okay. They're good ND filters. You've got nice glass here on the front. Probably not the best quality glass, but glass nonetheless. I'd be quite worried really if it was anything else. Now these ND filters are quite prone to smudging, so you really do, there we go, look, I've just, see how smudged that is? All I did was just wipe that quickly to get rid of some fingerprints, and it smudged like that. So you will have to really baby these filters. So yes, these filters can and do give you inferior image quality when you're filming. It's a little bit soft, but that is nothing that software like Lightroom, Photoshop, or a video editing tool can. It would just be fixed in post. Now, if you are going to be shooting video and you don't have video editing software, or you don't have Lightroom or something like that, there are lots of different free apps. But let's say you just want to shoot a picture or a video without it, I would strongly suggest not getting these filters. Just because of that reason, because it does make the image a little bit soft, so you will have to sharpen it in post-production. But other than that, for about £15 UK, I don't see a problem with it. I think they're really good, and I use them. So anyway guys, thanks for joining me in this video, and I'll see you in the next one.